Our title is The Effectivity of Learning Management System to Computer System Servicing Skills of Grade 12 ICT Students in Trent Information First Technical Career Institute, Inc. in the school year 2020 to 2021. Action is all about the Learning Management System, or the LMS, is one of the type of application software under in academic software. It designed for managing the delivery of educational content, documentation, monitoring, reporting of education, and delivery of education courses in every college, senior high, high school, elementary, or even kindergarten. The Learning Management System, or the LMS, it only uses for storage of videos and other graphical representation that contain educational lesson or modules relates on how the student will apply when they undergo in physical learning or physical class. Our study focuses on the ICT students who are also using the learning management system, or the LMS. This study is also for comparison to physical class when it talks about the learning and the skills of every student about their main subject. As of today, that face-to-face gathering is prohibited because of COVID-19. The Trend Information First Technical Career Institute, Inc., or the TIFTCI, developed their own type of learning management system to support the online education of their student as alternative way of new learning in this new normal.
Since pandemic is secure and the new educational system has already implemented in every school, the delivery of education is also now on the use of every different types of technology. Most of the schools are using common types of software application like Edmodo or Moodle. The TIFTCI Trent Information First Technical Career Institute is one of the schools that also good in delivery of education in every textbook students. Since new learning system was implemented, they also deliver their education by the use of technology and by the use of their program or made elements, and since students need to take NC2 requirements physical to get a license for NC2 passers. The researcher wants to know if elements can really improve and enhance the skills of every student.
Next slide is theoretical framework. Our theoretical framework is as computer servicing learning is effective when it is performed by hands. Online simulation will affect the effectivity if not performed, otherwise a learner will have a lack of skills towards it. This new way of delivery of education, every student is not prepared or they are not ready to face this type of new learning. Since the other student is in the level of grade 12, also at the same time, ICT student, there's a requirement or test that need them to perform physically to get a license for NC2 passer. The new learning platform today in TIFTCI, every teachers are using simulation came from the internet, which is the YouTube, or came from Google or some site where every student is watching it and learning from it. Other students can perform the task in their home, can practice the task that they are watching, since not all the students that studying in the FTCI has a capacity to have the tools and materials that needed, like for example having a computer or internet or crimping tools like that. So it has a big impact on how the student can learn from their major subject, which is the CSS, or computer system servicing. Also the NC2 related jobs are all physical, as they need to perform it in front of their teachers, that including the troubleshooting, repairing computer parts, and installing COC 1 to 5 and more.
Conceptual framework. We use the input process output to depict the study of flow and data gathering, and it explains how we weigh our systematic flow. In it, in input, it includes the profile of our respondent, which is the location and their network. In the process, we will give a survey questionnaires to the test student level of learning for the task using the LMS. First, we need to have a permission to convince our teacher and wait the approval. Second step, when they accept our permission, we're going to distribute the survey to the student by Google Form or Messenger and wait for their response. Third step, the researcher will collect the data and information and then analyze each other data and information. Lastly, the researcher can get the final result of the survey. In our output, the final result of our conduct survey will be the effective effectively of LMS to the students' learning and skills based on grade 12 students in TIFTCI. The LMS can help the student to enhance and improve their skills to computer system servicing, or the result will be the LMS can improve or enhance the student's skill to computer system services.
Next, our statement of the problem. Our statement of the problem. This study aims to find out the effectiveness of learning management system to the computer system servicing skills of grade 12 ICT student in Trent Information First Technical Career Institute Inc. or TIFTCI in the school year of 2020 to 2021. This study also will find out the students' learning level within this introduced educational platform. In our SOP, we include the profile of the respondent, which is the location and the network. The location will determine the place on where the student is located and using the LMS. We also include the network or the connectivity in which it will have a big effect on using the LMS and its effectivity. Number 2, what is the type of lesson in LMS? We also include this because there are different types of lessons found in LMS like video, files, and activities that will test its effectivity and efficiency on teaching the student. Then number 3, what is the effectivity level of the LMS to CSS skills of the students? We want to know the level of effectivity and determine if the LMS is really helping the students to learn. Next is number 4. Is there significant relationship between the effectivity level of the LMS to the type of lesson on it? We want to know if there is connection between the type of lesson and its effectivity level. Number 5 is there is significant relationship between the effectivity level of LMS to the network of the student. We also want to know if the network affects the effectivity level of LMS.
Hypothesis. This study will test the alternative hypothesis if there is a significant relationship between the effectivity level of the LMS to the type of lesson on it, and if there is significant relationship between the effectivity level of LMS to the network of the students.
Our significance of the study is the goal of our study is to know if the learning management system is efficient as alternative way of new learning to the G12 ICT students in Trent Information First Technical Career Institute Inc. and how it affects the skills of the student in terms of computer system servicing. And then the result of this conducted study will be benefit to the students, the teachers, the school, and also the future researchers.